Okay. Yo, what's up guys? Straw here to bring you my Sket Dance episode, I believe 55 review. And it's it's literally lows with Bossun. Like literally that's the best way to describe this episode. Lows with Bossun. It's the first thing I want to address is something relating to Saya, and just for anyone who doesn't read the manga and something I just learned. Okay. A lot of people have noticed that Saya seems to be kind of a mild focus for this, at least for this part of season 2, because she's in the ending. She's specifically the only other character besides the main characters that's in the ending, and she's kind of been thrown up, and she's been thrown into every fucking episode so far of season 2. So the whole thing here to explain is that Saya's introduction in the manga, there's only one thing I know for the later arcs. But for right now, the one thing, it kind of correlates with Saya. Saya's introduction is only like 2 or 3 chapters before an arc that I know one spoiler about, and I don't want to know any of the, I'm not going to tell you what the spoiler is, but let's just say this much. If you've been reading in between the lines with Saya so far in the anime episodes, you can guess what the spoiler is probably going to be. But essentially, what it is that Saya's introduction is like a manga chapter. And then, like, there's an arc called School Rhapsody where this supposed spoiler that I know happens. There's only like 3 chapters that she's possibly in. That's the Hosuke introduction episode. And I believe there's one more. No, there's only 2 chapters. It's like the Hosuke introduction episode, and then like, which was a chapter in itself, and then there's a joke episode, I guess, with the Tsubaki having shitty taste in shirts. And then after that, we go right into School Rhapsody, which is the other arc that I believe the opening's been hinting at since we've seen it. So what that tells you is, and for those who don't know, Sket Dance, they switch around manga chapters with their episodes. Like, they don't go in chronological order like, you know, shows like Naruto and One Piece do, where they go chapter by chapter. Because Sket Dance is so weird and they cover 2 chapters per episode, they jump around and kind of just link chapters that have similar themes. Like, for example, this week's episode, the switching in emotions in the face and the origami thing are 2 separate chapters, but they're bunched together, not even next to each other. I believe they're like, it's like a 10 or 20 chapter difference in between those 2. They do that kind of for these episodes. They've been doing that honestly since season 1. But the thing that's happening now is for season 2, they're shoehorning characters in just to make it. Certain characters, they're shoehorning Saya in so she has a lot more development. Because in the manga, it's literally she's introduced a chapter with her with Hosuke, and then like a bullshit thing with Tsubaki, and then like School Rhapsody. And for the thing that happens in School Rhapsody, it kind of doesn't have any ground in the manga. Like, I don't understand how manga fans could have took that shit seriously when she's only been in like 3 non-arc chapters before the shit happens. Mind you, I don't know what else happens in this arc. I'm just saying that seems kind of dumb that's the basics. But that's why they're shooting her in a lot of the episodes in the anime, because she's not in any of these episodes except for the Hosuke one and her introduction, which actually is the same damn episode. So she's only canonly should be in episode 52. I don't know if she's in the Tsubaki side store thing. I really doubt it, since it has Tsubaki in the fucking title. But the whole thing is she isn't in any of these other episodes. She didn't do no snake shit in the Coma episode. She wasn't in the fucking Yuki defeat the fortune teller episode, and she definitely wasn't in this episode. Mind you, even the point she is in this episode isn't that much. I think she's in this episode for like a minute. They're just throwing her in randomly to get more development with the character, but she technically isn't in any of those episodes except for her introduction. That's the only episode she's canon in. I think Roman isn't even canon in the Coma episode. Shinzo isn't canon in the Defeat the Fortune Teller episode along with Kaya. Hell, I don't even think the rest of the student council was canon. I think Tsubaki was the only canon student council member in that episode. Like, they're throwing in a lot of characters and changing scenes slightly, but it's not that big of a deal. But I was thinking about making a separate video, but I figured I'd just put it in the review. Also, I want to just go ahead and do the shout out because I may forget Shout out to Inglorious Guns. Dude, I believe he's starting to get into other animes, but he's another person I know who does Sket Dance reviews, so go check him out. I'll probably put a link to his channel in the description. Cool dude, cool videos, like his shit. Go show him some support and some love. But now that we get on the episode after I've wasted like, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 fucking minutes. The episode was actually really funny, but the reason why I'm not as hyped is for 2 reasons. One, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and I don't want to wake my parents up. 2, I had an exam today. I'm taking my finals and I took one tonight, like earlier today, so I'm kind of coming off of that. Got an 87, proud of myself, fucking right. Anyways, the episode was just full of lulz. It was just literally a Bossun comedy episode, which is what I like. The first half is really simple. Essentially, Chusan asks Sket-Dan to, clean up their room. They're all getting thirsty. One-san comes in there. I bet you $5 One-san isn't even canon. Well, she might be canon. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't checked the wiki. Also, I'm going to leave a link to the description for the Sket Dance wiki for those who give a damn. Because they really started to repopulate the fuck out of that thing. But, I love One-san. One-san is really cute sometimes. But yeah, she like fucked up and brought like random condiments instead of drinks. And Bossun notices a cola on the counter and he drinks it. And she was like, you drunk, Ed. It's like, it's a drug. It's like, again? Yes, again. This drug apparently switches around Bossun's emotions, so his face doesn't match the way he's feeling. The ones I think I gathered was he shows a laughing, smiling face when he's angry. He shows an embarrassed look when he's serious. He shows a serious look when he's crying. He shows a what is it? He shows a what the fuck was it? He shows a crying face when he's bored. I'm doing this off the top of my dome. He shows a like angry face, I believe, when he's like at a loss or shocked. No, he shows an angry face when he's like when he's at a loss. He shows an at a loss face when he's serious. Not serious, when he's surprised, he shows an at a loss face. And he, I believe that's all 7 of them. I don't know if there's any more I'm missing. But those are the ones I caught. It's actually pretty fucking funny because essentially what it is they have to like wait and figure out the loop of Bossun's emotions while Chu is making kind of like an antidote kind of. But it's Chu, so you know how that's going to go. I think Jason is filler in here. They throw Jason in both parts of the episode where he's like talking about, the Omoe thing, which if you don't know what that is like an arranged marriage. And like the first time, he doesn't understand what's going on, but he sees Bossun's expressions keep changing. He's like, oh, I get it, Bossun-san. You're telling me to keep smiling. I've been working on my smile. And it's like, and he runs out. I'm gonna get me a wife. Like, it was like retarded. But I actually think the whole thing was pretty funny, like especially the scenes where you have like Himiko and Twitch trying to do the fucking comedy skit, like the fucking, whereas like Himiko is like, okay, it's time for Onizuka and Usui's I forget what it was, like sketch corner or comedy corner, like something close to what I used to do on my old channel called Skit Corner, if anyone remembers that. But it's like Onizuka's like, it's like Usui, I have a present for you. He's like, what? Please accept the love letter. He's like, what? A love letter for me? He's like, no. It's for Jackie Chan. It was like, I was like, he's like, what the hell? You're going to give me a love letter for Jackie Chan? What is this, some fan club meeting or something? And it's like, that's supposed to be the skit. And, they kind of do, I believe he has like a crying look on his face. But the crying look means that he's bored. And it's like, and then I was like, okay, I have another idea. Tickle. And she's like, okay, fine, whatever, get on, just tickle me. And what it was is that he ended up tickling fucking Switch. And he was just, he was like, what the fuck? I swear to God, that was hilarious. But honestly, just to wrap that episode up, it's just a whole bunch of gags that entire episode. But to wrap it up, essentially what happens is that he drinks. Oh yeah, that fucking scene where he has like a serious look, but it looks bashful. He drinks the soda while still having that serious, bashful look on his face. It's the most retarded look I've ever seen. He's trying to drink. He's drinking the soda. It looks so bad. I actually might put that as a thumbnail. He's just kind of like he has a dirt face essentially. But anyways, what fixes it, quote unquote, is that they make fun of him and he get angry and his face actually looks angry. The problem is his face is actually stuck in that, and then it just kind of cuts over to the second half. The second half is the fact that Bossun is a G when it comes to making origami. That's kind of the whole gimmick of the second half of the episode. There's a lot of funny shit here too, especially at the beginning, where like Himiko is trying to make a crane and it looks like shit. And then, like, Bossun makes the crane, it's all epic, and then this nigga folded a rabbit while on the phone with his mom. And, like, Himiko's just like, what the fuck is up with you? Are you, like, a genius or some shit? And then they, like, have this little bullshit contest, and Himiko has this dumbass speech right before she shows off her. Like, they're all supposed to make a monkey and show it off after they finish. And Himiko's like, I've never been good at anything in my life. I've always been clumsy, but today I will show that Onozuki Hime can create beautiful things. And I present to you a monkey, and it's literally like a squashed up, wrinkled, fucked up piece of paper, cut up in some weird shit, and tape on it. And Bossun's like, what the fuck is that supposed to be? Oh, it's a monkey and its child. A child? What the fuck is the child? She points to this random piece of paper. He's like, what the fuck is that? Switch at least attempts it. What he does is he kind of origamis like the face, and then he just draws a monkey eye face on it. And it's like, you weren't even trying. I said, well, what's yours? And Bossun's looks fucking amazing. Like, it actually looks like a monkey. The nigga looks like he's eating a fruit. Had that nigga do so much random parts of origami, it was retarded. And in the scene with Sai, I thought was actually pretty funny. Sai is in there talking to Himiko while walking in the club room. It's like, oh, that reminds me, because it's talking about like hamsters being cute. And it's like, oh, that reminds me, let's go feed Hosuke. And fucking Bossun made an origami Hosuke, and she thought it was the real Hosuke. And then she saw Hosuke, and she's like, what? 2 Hosuke? I don't know why I found that funny. I thought it was just funny how fucking, like, surprised she was about it, and how she freaked out. And then, you know, he kind of shows off, and literally Bossun's origami defies the laws of physics. Like, logically, I don't see how you could physically make the things this nigga made. It was ridiculous. And essentially, I say essentially a lot. God damn. So, what basically happens is that Himiko's showing Bossun off. And then Switch brings up that there's a contest going on. He's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do this for money. And he's like, and Himiko's like, well, your hands are being honest, because he was making origami at the time, and the origami turned into like a wad of cash. He's like, fuck it, fine. And so he has like this really like drained, serious look on his face where he doesn't even look like Bossun anymore. And he's like, no, this isn't it. He's going through like origami writer's block. I don't fucking know. He's like threatening the origami god and everything. And it's like, what happens is that he has to turn in the deadline by like 5. He tells Switch and Himiko to go on ahead, and he'll meet them there. He also told them he's been like dedicated so much his phone is dead. He writes down the direction Switch gives him for the place, and then he kind of puts on his glasses. We actually get to see concentration mode. We haven't seen concentration mode in so fucking long, it's ridiculous. But essentially, I said it again. What's with me and essentially? I need to get off that essentially shit. I don't even know where the fuck that came from in my language. This is a long-ass review. But, I want to say it again. He puts on the goggles, goes into concentration mode, and creates this fucking Pegasus. It's literally a white horse with wings, and it looks fucking amazing. It's like, I'm totally gonna win. Now, where did I put the map? And they fucking... It's kind of obvious, but it's hilarious. Even though how obvious it is, it was still fucking funny. He put the map in the fucking origami figure. He's just kind of like, fuck me. And that's how they end the episode. With him being like, ah. There's nothing past that. It's just like, ah, credits. and then they don't show a preview, but I'll put the link to where you can see the previews for new Sket Dance episodes. The new one has something to do with Switch. Apparently his laptop is broken, so I guess we're going through Switch comedy, where this nigga's gonna try to be like mute and explain things instead of just fucking talking like he should. And I think Momoka's in this episode because I heard her voice actress. Maybe this will correlate to the thing we saw in the opening where like Switch and Momoka are walking in the quote unquote rain, and like Momoka trips over and their freaking umbrellas hit together. There's also a scene later in that opening where you see Switch grab the hand of someone. A lot of people have said that may be Momoka. What is going on here? And I'm looking forward to it like a motherfucker. And usually when they don't show the preview on Crunchyroll, this might be a more serious episode. I don't really see how if it's just Switch's laptop is broken, he can't talk. And what does Momoka have to do with that? I don't know. It'll be interesting. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I've probably been rambling on for like 20 minutes. So I'm going to end this here. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Hilarious ass episode. Shit had me rolling. Oh god, the exams ruined my brain a little bit. But anyways, this has been the Vlogs again for your boy Terrell. Sket Dance was so awesome. And I'll catch you guys later. Notes for the side thing, and subscribe to Inglorious Guns. Link to his channel in the description. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.